What's up, my rowdy boys and girls? I love my Chennai boys, man. ஸ்லோவா பேசணும், ஸ்லோவா சொல்லுங்க.
ஸ்லோவா சொல்றேன் சார்.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
Vijay, as an actor who's got an incredible fan following, you call your fans rowdies to you, right? I want to ask you, what is your view of a trend? How important is it to be in trend, and what do you do to be in trend?
I don't know what do I do to be in trend. Maybe do good films to be in trend, but I don't think I'll ever get this chance again to do this in Goa. So let's do this in Goa. What's up, my rowdy boys and girls? I don't know if I was in Hyderabad or in Goa, man. I'm like constantly getting confused, like a bit. I'm like, is this Hyderabad? Is this Goa? Where are we? I don't know if it matters to be in trend. I think if people love your work, there is nothing you need to do to stay in trend. It's only work that matters in the end.
I was home from day one. I believed that these are my people, and the kind of love also that I got because my career began in the Telugu film industry, the kind of love that I got from there, it was just very overwhelming.
Vijay, when did this start happening for you? I mean, obviously you wanted to be an actor for a while before things really took off. When did this really start happening for you?
I think everybody wants to be an actor at some point in our lives. How many of you wanted to be actors or in the industry or director? I think we all want to be actors or cricketers at some point in our life. It became serious, I think, during my undergrad. I was doing my BCom honors, and around that time I started doing theatre. And when I started doing theatre, first I was scared. Then I started liking the attention, and then I started liking the adrenaline it gave you. You felt you belonged to something. So there were various reasons why I liked acting. Sometimes it was the attention, sometimes it was the money, sometimes it was the women, sometimes it was the passion for acting. So it was various times, various things, but in the end you realize that there was one day I hate mornings. Like, I can't wake up at 5 a.m. I bloody hate it. But when I have a shoot, bam, I wake up and I don't even crib about waking up. So I realized, dude, this is the only thing you can wake up at morning for. Then this must be what you're most excited about doing right now. So I guess that's when I found my calling for cinema. So right now I'm very excited by it. I'm a revengeful person. So I completely, when people really don't like imagine you came to me. So many of my friends, they've walked out of some film of mine, and they've called me and said, dude, what was that? In the early stages of my career. And I completely sit, I talk to people, I understand what they didn't like, what they liked. I like to know real feedback. There was this little girl who loved Dear Comrades first half, and then she said, what did you do in that second half, Anna? I wanted the love story. What is, you're going and holding something sound and depression and all. But it was real criticism. She felt it really. That I love, and that I will take. But I don't want to complain. I love what I'm doing. Cinema is amazing. We all love cinema, but it's not so hunky-dory. It's just not about creative. It's just not about creating, pushing content, doing what satisfies me. There's lots of politics. It's a business. There's money. There's propaganda. There's power. So there's so much play happening. So when people, I came into cinema thinking I will do whatever the hell I want. Like, I will do whatever content I want. I don't care how it performs. If I believe in the content, I will do it.
What do you do to tell yourself your life is normal too?
Just behave normally, like all the time. And I treat my job, I'm very, very, very happy doing what I do. And so like, Vijay just said that I started feeling that I was taking on too much work. I did 16 films in 4 years when I started working. So I was literally working maybe 370 days on 360 days, and I felt that too. And then I started telling myself, what is the reason that you're working? Because you like to be in front of the camera.
Now, once you become popular, do you question if you're being natural in certain places? If you're not, I mean, are you forced by your increased stature to put on a few things in terms of your behavior?
When I was reading about acting or thinking about acting is sometimes it's best not to do anything at all. So I don't pressure myself to do anything. It's more internal than external. So if you feel something and your body reacts to it.
Vijay, your upcoming film, I think the title is a pretty accurate description of the genre you've mainly focused on in the last 2-3 years. It's called World Famous Lovers, right? You've done Geeta Govindam, which was a romance. You did Dear Comrade, which was romance again. Is there something about the genre that you really take to? What are your...
I think it's more my age. Like, I'm one of the youngest actors in the field. If I don't do love stories...
And I think someone should do love stories. Like, I'm a sucker for romance, and I think gone are the days where good love stories used to churn out.
Yeah,
kudos to him for doing that.
Love is such a big part of our lives. Like, we all thrive of love. Love is the conflict in most of our lives. Love drives us, be it parental love or love for a woman or a man or love for kids. I think it's one huge driving factor. And somehow you can't, there is no focus. Like, I never meet someone and say, I want to do a love story. Somehow every film has an element of love in it. Yeah, so I guess, and then I'm doing World Famous Lover. Now that you say it, I'm feeling like, am I doing only love stories? Should I do? But see, if I do a sci-fi film also, there'll be some love in it. If I do zombie film also, there'll be some love in it. Whatever I do, there'll be love. But the anger of Arjun Reddy will be very different from the anger of Bobby. How Bobby touches a woman will be very different from how Arjun touches her. Even how they look the first time they see each other, how they look will be very different. These are all much subtler things. And when you watch a film for the experience of watching cinema, you will see it. But we all want to slot it, we all want to give it one headline and stuff, then I can't help that. But
I noticed when I noticed the profile of the people who are visiting this festival, a sizable audience seems to have come from Chennai. Right? And I want to ask you about the Tamil film you did, Nota, and your thoughts on it and what's changed since.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? மொத்தமா சென்னை பேட்சா? So I should be confused if this is Chennai or Goa. Not Hyderabad or Goa. I love my Chennai boys, man. You know, some of them call you Talaiva, and then as soon as they do that, my posture goes straight. Suddenly I'm feeling stronger.